Hello, everybody. We will be starting soon. If you haven't noticed yet, we do have a poll up for if you guys want to play a community game tonight, or if you want me to showcase a different game. And if, whichever one wins, we will go ahead with that. And yeah, we'll start in about like 5-10 minutes, and we'll see what we will do. But anywho, get yourselves ready, enjoy yourselves, all that. I have to do something real quick, and then we will switch over and do what we need to do. Sounds good. Alrighty, I'm gonna switch over to here real quick. Oh my goodness, hello MacGyver, how are you? Nice to see you, man. Anywho, I'm gonna switch over here real quick. So, how's everyone doing? Hopefully y'all like the intermission music. Also, if we're actually doing a poll over on the YouTube side right now, what I'm trying to do is get some votes around to see what we're gonna do tonight. We're like, I only have 3 subs. Honestly, it's been a journey. But anywho, if you guys would like, I could even count some of the votes on the Twitch side too. What our votes are is for Jackbox 7, Jackbox 5, Words on Stream, or showcase a different game for tonight. But anywho, MacGyver, how are you doing tonight? It's nice to see y'all. So yeah. So I decided to do tonight as something a little bit more community oriented, where you guys get to vote on something. And, you know, so far it says to showcase a different game. I'm going to wait a little bit longer so that way people, you know, get some time to come in here and vote on something. But anywho, I am actually going to, let's see if I can do like a dual poll. It's hard to do this on the Twitch side because of how it orients itself, but I will do, hopefully I can get this to work. Let's see here. So question, what would you like to do for night? Alright, let's see here. It's gonna be, I gotta do this. Jackbox 7, Jackbox 5, Words on Stream, showcase a different game. Okay. No, we will not allow additional votes. I will allow this a 10-minute vote. Start the poll here. So anywho, that's pretty much what we're going to be starting with right now. But not only that, so, what else is here? Anywho, I've been actually, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that my camera's right here. So for those that don't know, I used to have a camera that was mounted up here, but unfortunately that camera died a few days ago. And so I'm trying to get used to my camera being here. I'm using my phone as a camera now. and it's kind of nice. It's got its quibbles a little bit here and there, but it's still nice for the time being until I can actually get another camera. But anywho, let's see here. And MacGyver, I don't know if you do stream, but if you do, there's a shout out to you. But anyways, how has everyone been? I hope y'all have been doing great. I've actually been pretty busy. Are you going to do a stream on June 20th? Let me check where that's at. I should be doing a stream. I should be doing a stream on the 20th. We will see. Just depending on how things are going to turn out. For me, like job-wise or whatever, I'm actually in the middle of doing something for my brother's business. And he did also let me know, like, he knows a lot of people that need help with the type of stuff that he's having me do for his business. Oh, you don't stream yet? Well, there's a shout out for you anyways. But anywho, what I do for him is helping him with business cards, his t-shirt designs, as well as a website. Pretty much a lot of just stuff that startup businesses need, and they just don't have the time to do. And my brother had told me too, like, all the stuff and the labor and the services that entail doing this, to give him like a price list. So then that way we can go from there. And then, so for the biggest part, you know, I've got a website made for him right now. It's still in the works. And then we got his t-shirts ordered. Still working on the business cards. He's got a couple details that he's got to work out still. And not only that, he's also has signage that needs to be done. But aside from that, you know, I've been trying to work on my business as well, which there's a newsletter that I honestly didn't even know that my area had. It's just this little local newsletter that sent me an email saying, oh, if you'd like to have your story featured, just fill out this form. And so I'm like, okay, I'll probably fill that out. But also, Reagan, I'm planning to do streams every Friday, and hopefully that I do stream on the 20th. Sorry, I'm also eating this brownie here. But anywho, so for the time being, there's a lot of things that are going on right now. And I've noticed that what's going on right now has actually like put me in a little bit of a functional freeze. And so now I have to coach myself into being like, okay, you got to do this first and then work on this, as well as, you know, if things don't come to fruition fast enough with this thing, then you got to go back and focus on this thing. So it's just a means of having to balance all of this stuff that's going on right now. So at least for the time being, you know, things are going all right. But aside from that, hopefully everyone's doing okay. I know me, I have been like a little dysregulated these past few days, but I'm working on it. I don't gotta worry too much. I'm just really focused on trying to improve my situation financially, so that way I don't have to rely on a corporate job anymore, and so that way I can just get out and do things to help people. Speaking of too, past couple of days I've been helping my sister with her car. It's been having some electrical gremlins, but progress was made. She finally managed to get her car moved, which was like the biggest step for her. And so I'm actually really happy she managed to do that. And you know, I learned a little bit about how modern cars electronics work now. There's a lot more things that are intricately tied to each other, unlike an older car. So with that being said, I am really hoping that my sister ends up being able to fully move her car. So positive progress for her, and she ended up paying me for that too, and as well as my brother ended up paying me for some other work that I did for him. I still have to get a price list to him of all the cost of materials and the cost of services. So there's just a lot that's going on my plate right now. And not only that, my friend who also helps me with my clothing brand, she's got connections to people too that are interested in the clothing brand. So there's that going as well. And honestly, I feel like there's just a lot of things going on at once that are gonna just end up like chaotically like blow in a good way, I should say. And a big part of me is just not gonna know how to handle that. But you know, I will not say that I didn't choose to manifest this, because I have noticed that I do tend to manifest things in a very chaotic manner. So when one thing goes in one direction, then another thing goes in the same direction at the same pace. So that's something that I just have to look forward to, and you know, that's just how it works sometimes. But anywho, let's see here. We've got showcase a different game that's still in the lead right now, and let's see here. The poll on Twitch is about to end, so I'll give that a little bit more time. And showcase a different game is in the lead, so it looks like that's going to end up being what we do for tonight. And I will just have to find a game that I haven't showcased yet. Let me see here. Go to here. Alright. So let's see here. I might be a little bit late on that notification in the Discord, but whatever. Anywho. So here's the interesting thing though too that I noticed the other day. I realized I was doing people a bit of a disservice. But for whatever reason now, Discord's not recognizing me being in streamer mode, which is kind of annoying. Let me see here. Let me see if I can switch this real quick. Alright, there's that. But I'm like, oh shoot, well, you know, I was doing people a disservice by not, you know, passively letting them know that I stream. So, yeah. But anywho, this says the poll ended here. So nobody voted in Twitch, but we got votes on YouTube. So we will just go ahead and showcase a different game, and I will go through whatever I have here to, let's see here. I mean, I've got a lot of different things, a lot of different games I haven't played on stream yet. Let's see here. Got, I don't think I've done Dirt 3 on here. I've done it on TikTok though, but is what it is. Got Final Fantasy 13. See what else I got here. Let's see here. Shoot. Where did it go? Maybe this emulator. Which funny thing is that I actually have not played this in a while. So maybe we'll go ahead and try this. So showcase a different game. I'm gonna try and get this loaded back up. And hopefully it'll work. Go back into here. Make this like this, and this is like, oh, it's like the jittery PlayStation 2 days. Alright, why is this really slow? If this is too laggy, I just will go forth with something else. Alright, Reagan, it's nice to see you. Hopefully I get to see you next time. But thank you for stopping by, though. Alright. I don't know how smooth this is gonna be. It would have been nice to be able to, like, full screen this, but it doesn't seem to like that very well. I don't think I finished the Grand Prix. We gotta go to the Spartan Grand Prix. Oh, I forgot I used this car. I haven't driven this car in a while. And yes, manual is better, but this is gonna be really challenging, especially with it being on a hard mode. I really should see... Oh wait, hold on. I need to, switch something here real quick.
The race is about to start. We're bringing you this race today, live from Outer Pass.
No worries.
This is gonna be one hot race. 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off. The cars are
This might be a little weird. This emulator acts a little funny.
3 laps to go. Oh, that's coming from Mark.
Get out of the way. I gotta get used to how this car acts. I need to get used to this. I really need to get used to this. This is Ridge Racer 5.
We've got the perfect weather conditions for a Grand Prix today.
Yeah, this one was actually a really nice one, but I think the bad thing is that I put this on hard mode, and the difficulty curve is, oh my god! Ridge Racer was not for the weak. That's all I have to say. It was not for the weak. Like, the minute that you play this game on hard mode, it's just like, okay, you really gotta, like, get good. Oh my goodness, how am I gonna get... I don't know if third place is gonna be achievable. I forgot, this is like one of the worst handling cars, but like if you can master its how it turns and everything, it's literally one of the fastest cars in the game. This simulator acts really funny. No, I cannot gain the lead. This is extremely difficult. This is what I get for trying to be a tryhard. Oh my goodness, this lag is insane. I don't ever remember PlayStation 2 games playing at 60 frames a second though. I thought they always played at 30. Maybe I can actually adjust something here to make it to where it's smoother in a simulation or something. Let's try that. Obviously, I did not win the Grand Prix. But I guess we're going to the next round. Okay. I guess we're going to the next round. I thought we would have lost.
The race is about to start. We're bringing you this race today, live from above the city. 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off. The cars are screaming past the starting line.
This car is really annoying to drive. And these graphics are just horrible. Let's see here. It's really... I remember why I didn't like playing this, because of the constant... You remember the constant flickering on the PlayStation 2 games? And the reason how they were able to work around that is by doing like a ungodly amount of blur. They didn't actually like fix that on a lot of PlayStation 2 games. So it's extremely annoying to see. Cycle is not at default. This may crash or make games run too slow. Okay, that's really bad. I was never able to get this to work correctly. Okay, that's not good either. I could have sworn PlayStation 2 games were at like a 30 frame rate limit too, but then again, I don't know. I don't know. What is thread pinning? Alright, well, let's try that. Okay, that's even worse. I might have to just restart this just to see if I could get it to work right. One of the things I don't like about the simulator. Let's try this again. Okay, now it's not working like it's supposed to. This is really bad.
Ridge Racer 5.
I really liked playing this game. It was just like super duper laggy. I wonder if there'd be a difference if I actually had my original disc playing on the simulator.
Check it out.
I'm gonna retry this again.
Break away from the pack and claim first place.
Then you have to fiddle with these graphics and stuff. And I really shouldn't have. I shouldn't have to do this. It's the PCSX2 emulator, and it's just like it's a bunch of problems with it. Even though that's like a common emulator that everybody uses. I do, but there was the slim one, and I don't even know if it works now. It's so old. The slim ones were known to actually go bad. Let me try... Let's see here. Higher values may increase the performance in games that will increase. It's just weird because, like, I know one of the things might be because of the way on how my CPU works. It's well, if I don't change the EE settings, then it's gonna lag like fucking crazy. That's the problem that I have with this game. No matter what setting that I change, it just won't do anything. Or it makes it worse. It's like, this emulator doesn't like my CPU for some reason. Which is understandable because my CPU is an engineering sample. It's not a official sample or official CPU.
The race is about to
I
start.
do, but I have no idea where it's at.
We're bringing you this race today, live from outer paths. This is gonna be 1, 3, 2.
Okay, that's horrible. It's just like no matter what I do, it doesn't want to do what it should. I'm not gonna hunt for that PS2. It's packed away somewhere. And I don't even know where it's at. And I'm not even sure if it's even gonna work now. Last time I played that thing was back in like... Jesus, like 2010? That bitch is old now. It's been packed away and I'm not even gonna deal with it now. With it being a slim, I don't want to take a risk on trying to boot something that might not even work anymore. That's why I was saying maybe it might work better if I just tried to use my Ridge Racer 5 disc to get this to work. It just seems like the emulation on this specific emulator doesn't like to work. One of the big problems that I had with my PlayStation 2 is that once it started getting hot, then my games would start not working very well. And that's why I basically just packed it away for good. It's like, I can't play my games if my PlayStation 2 is gonna act up like this. I might just say fuck it and switch to a different game because this is pissing me off. This is really pissing me off. I'll just find something else to switch to because this is really annoying. I'll have to find like a permanent fix for it. No, I don't have a Raspberry Pi. Hi, Io. It's nice to see you. I do know that the PlayStation emulator works better. It works way better, so we can actually work with that instead. The, where is it at? The Dolphin emulator. Not the Dolphin emulator, the DuckStation emulator. We can just work with that. I'll just have to figure out how to get the, PCSX2 emulator to work again. Or just find a better alternative. I think there is also ePSXE2. Or something like that. That one just doesn't work very well. Alright, let's see here. I haven't been on Gran Turismo 2 A-Spec in a while, but I know this game works very, very well. So we will do this one. So there we go. But anywho, so Io, since you're here, we already decided on me showcasing a different game. Obviously that wasn't turning out very well, and so we ended up having to switch. Have you tried RetroArch? It is a great emulation front end. You can easily switch between different emulator cores. I will actually take a look into that. If it's for like retro games like PlayStation 2 and stuff, I'll take a look into it. I just know, like, despite the fact that my CPU is actually, it's pretty good, ended-wise, certain emulators don't pick up on it. Like, it doesn't pick up on its performance, and it thinks that it performs worse than what it actually is. Which is extremely annoying, especially since I know how actually good my CPU is. But like, some of these emulators are saying, oh, this is just a really bad CPU, therefore we can't take full advantage of it. That's one of the downfalls of having to work with a engineering sample CPU. Not everything is going to be taken advantage of. That's what makes it super, super annoying to deal with. It's been a while since I've even played this game. Where were we even at the last time? No, I did the rally events. There's an endurance race. That's pretty much what I haven't done so far, are endurance races. And give or take, you know, a couple championships here. I still have to do the Pacific League one here. These would be interesting to do. Oh, I was just about to look up something on my phone, and obviously I can't do it because I'm using my phone as a camera. Oh my goodness. But I guess we'll do some Gran Turismo 2 A-Spec for tonight. Oh jeez, oh Pete's. So let me go ahead and get a car that has less than 394 horsepower. Which will be this. And honestly, this was actually one of my favorite cars in Rally. If I ever do get the chance to play Dirt Rally 2.0 again, like straight up, that will be so fun to do on stream again. I just don't play it because that game actually does require you to use a steering wheel setup in order to accurately play it. Because it is an actual rally simulator. So trying to play it with a controller is not going to give you the full experience. That's, I mean, but again, you know, that's one of the things when it comes to a simulator. I don't think I've tuned this car either. Oh shit, this isn't gonna work for that. Because there's only gonna be Japanese and American cars. Do I even have a Japanese car? That ain't even gonna work either. Now, MacGyver, you might see cars here that are different from Gran Turismo 2 originally, because this is A-spec, and it's like a whole-on modded version of Gran Turismo 2. Basically, the people that modded Gran Turismo 2 pretty much gave all these obscure cars and what Gran Turismo 2 could have been if Polyphony just took a little bit more time to develop the game. And now I gotta find all my Japanese cars. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. That's like a 500 horsepower car. This might have more... Oh, nope, never mind. The Daishin Sylvia. That should work. I know how this car and the Zanabi Sylvia are ridiculously overpowered. And this is the wrong area. Well, I still got all these other cups that I gotta go through too. But anywho... I was thinking too, one of these days, if I could get a PlayStation 2 emulator to work, to do like a little community thing where people can like choose what cars I use in Gran Turismo 3, if I can get an emulator to work just fine. And for a minute here, I was actually doing like all these different types of tunes on cars that are in Gran Turismo 2 A-spec. Alright, there we go. I know these cars don't usually need much tuned on them because they work pretty well as is. Okay, I gotta get used to this handling again. It's been a little too long. Basically one of the death corners on Midfield Raceway. There we go. So... Oh, I love this corner. I just love this corner. Also, since this car, I have not tuned it yet, it does not handle it like my other cars do. Bam, 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 ba bam, bam, bam. I've actually forgotten how both the Zanavi and Daishin Sylvia, their exhaust note in this game is actually really, really nice. I've forgotten that. I wonder when was the last time I played this game. I really don't need to be that close, but... I don't remember how I took that corner before. Ta-da! If you guys would like to see an endurance race, I wouldn't mind it. It just takes a while. Especially Gran Turismo's endurance races. They take forever. That Advan Lexus, I don't think was in the original game. I don't think it was. A very, very long time ago, I used to also make the hybrids for Gran Turismo 2. I had a lot of fun with that, by the way. And the funniest one that I managed to make seemed to be the Mitsubishi Eclipse. And some people would comment on like how it would basically sound like a whistle, and it's just like screaming across the test course and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how I made it. Designed it to do that. Ooh. I've not gotten this car yet in A-Spec. Did they change the model of it? I don't think they did. I don't think they changed the model of this car. Nope, I keep going to the wrong one! There's also the Gran Turismo Championship. Gran Turismo World League. But I have to complete both of these in order to go to that. Yada 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 yada. I think it would be necessary to actually tune this car so that way it doesn't try to spin out on the turn of death in Red Rock Rally. I need to remember how this works. I think that... No, it's like that. And... I think it's like that. Dampers, like, it makes a really huge impact in this game, too. Alright, let's... This I also need to work on opening up. I think... I gotta remember how I had the settings. I think it was... I think it was that. I'd have to go back to one of my other cars and see how it was. I'm gonna test run this real quick to see how it handles. They changed how this car sounds. I do remember this car sounding a lot more aggressive. Hello, Yuri. It's nice to see you. How are you? Or Uni, sorry. Hold on. Yeah, Yuri. There we go. Sorry, it's hard to read my screen. Glad to hear you're doing good. We're just playing some Gran Turismo 2 A-Spec right now. tried to showcase a different game, but that didn't work out too well, having technical difficulties. I'm doing alright, actually. So, you know, for the meantime, I'm gonna work with Gran Turismo 2 A-Spec. I don't like how this car sounds. It does not sound like how it did in Gran Turismo 2. They changed the sound of the car. I wonder if I can tune this car. I don't like how it sounds. It doesn't sound throaty like a race car. It sounds like a stock car. It does not compute. Car needs to sound like a race car. I can't. That is so weird. I can't tune the car, but it's just so weird sounding. It does not sound like a race car. I remember this car sounding way more aggressive in the original game. We'll just go with what we have. It would be nice to shorten up the gear ratio a little bit though too. It definitely does not need to have that big of a gear ratio. Oh, it's got some of the newer cars in here too. Let's see how this is gonna go. Nice. He ran right into that wall. Okay. We should be able to get this. Holy shit. Jeez, those cars are fast. Oh my goodness, those those cars are faster than I thought. Smack right into that wall again. Wow, those cars are really fast. These cars are really, really fast. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just remember this car being a lot more aggressive sounding. They definitely changed it in A-Spec. I don't really think it's accurate though, considering that this is a GT500 car. Oh, there we go. Those cars are really pushing me. I did not think I'd have a problem racing them with this, but no. I deceived myself. Oh, I feel the understeer. Damn. Do not doubt these new supercars that they put into this game. These bitches are fast. I know I'm losing garage space too. I have to get rid of some of these cars. Too bad they couldn't extend the garage space in the game. I'm pretty sure that was something that they were trying to figure out too, but I think it's a little bit more hard-coded. A Castro Supra GT500. Let's see. Oh, it's the old one. Okay. This one was actually my favorite Supra. Maybe just because of the big wing. I have a feeling this car is gonna get wrecked, though. Yeah, it's gonna take a... Got a high chance of getting wrecked by these supercars. No. There we go. There's that. Okay, okay. This doesn't affect the front engine rear-wheel drive cars as much as it does the mid-engine. Which is interesting in the least. I'm gonna test run this real quick to see how it feels. Should be alright. Ooh, I almost overshot that. It feels fine, actually. Alright, let's do this. Should be good. Okay, you know what I forgot to do? I need to do that real quick, because if I don't, I gotta double check to make sure that I don't have all my spaces filled up for the garage space. If I got cars that I gotta get rid of, I will do that. Gotta leave space for the new A-spec cars. Got 95 cars. Pretty sure I can get rid of some of these cars. Like this damn Demio. Why do I even have this still? Don't need this. Get rid of this. These Mugen beats are like a dime a dozen. Why do I... Why? Let me get rid of this too. All these Mugen cars you can actually buy now. Why? Why did I keep these? Okay, yeah, they changed the model on this car. Dome 0. Okay. Let's go back into here. Okay. Let's go and do this. I want to turn this up a little bit more. Alright, here we go. These cars might actually be a lot faster than mine. That's an interesting R390. Got my way. Nice. Oh, they used their brakes there? Oh, you little asshole. No, you are not getting ahead of me. You literally just slammed into my rear, you asshole. What? What was the meaning of this? pretty sure I'm like 100 or 200 horsepower less than those cars. Biting off more than I can chew. There we go. Ooh, you're a feisty one. Okay. That was making me actually really nervous. I'm like, oh my goodness. Are they gonna, like, smack the back of my car again and make me wipe out? That was a little, nerve-wracking. Got a new car! I wonder what it's gonna be. I really, really wonder what it's gonna be this time. Alright, which car did we get? Which car did we get? Oh, an RX-7 LM edition. I'll take it. You know, what'd be really interesting is to use this car in Trial Mountain. So let's see here. Trial Mountain is about a minute. Takes about a minute to complete each lap, maybe? Minute and a half. It'd be nice to compete in it with this car, though. Oh shit, that's right. I can only use a car that's got 295 horsepower. Ew! I gotta use a weak car. Gotta use a weak car. Very, very weak. Probably used an EV car. That'd be hilarious. I honestly don't know what to use. I might have to actually buy something. Gross. Used to be able to buy this car in original Gran Turismo 2, but they changed it in this one where you gotta earn it. Which is fair, to be honest. Do I even have anything? I do, but I'm gonna have to tune stuff. A Europa. Hmm. Maybe it's a lady? I would like to use a spec car. None of those are gonna work. Might have to buy one. I don't think I have any low-end A-spec cars, except for the Dome A0, but I don't want to mess with that car. It's a historical masterpiece. Beautiful. So, to the dealer we go. How much power does the E30 have? Got 197. Wow. A whopping 197. This car has got power. So much power, guys. Does this car have a... I can't remember if the E30 has a turbo on it or not. Does not. This is the naturally aspirated version then. So first things first, before we do any power modifications, get our handling modifications down. Nope. Need handling. Nope, not that one. Tires. So for this one, I'm gonna buy super soft, but I'm gonna go with the medium. Mainly just because this is an endurance race. We've got to be able to have our stuff last as long as we can. And this car is kind of fat, so we need to reduce its weight a little bit. Part/modification not available. Oh wait, hold on. We need a limited slip differential too. Don't think we're gonna need any of this because the amount of horsepower that this car has is not gonna be a lot. Professionals. Limited slip customization. So the funny thing is, it's about these carbon drive shafts. Is that you actually have to align your transmission and rear differential to where they don't have so much slack with each other. I just learned about that the other day. Because the carbon drive shaft is just one shaft instead of two. The two shafts is to help with the slack between the differential and with the transmission, but we have one solid shaft going all the way through. You have to line everything up. Because if you don't, that's how you can actually damage your drive shaft. You can damage your transmission and your differential. Which is why stock cars generally have two drive shafts. That way it helps with that slack. Wow, 216 horsepower, guys. So much horsepower. Very fast. Very, very fast. I'm gonna get this car probably I think 230 horsepower should be perfect. That should be good. We should be good and dandy. Proud Mountain really should not be that long of an endurance race either. Hopefully not. Alright, there's that. It says really high ride height, but that should be fine, to be honest. That's actually pretty high ride height. "30 laps should not be too long." This car is twitchy. But honestly, that's to be expected. Alright, here we go. So this should take... I'd say this should take about like 50 minutes to do. Not including bathroom breaks. Nice. Beautiful. Damn. This is gonna be a slower lap. I honestly thought these cars were gonna be beefed up a little bit. I'm about to lap somebody. Very snappy boy. Should be able to get to like lap 15 with these tires. Wonder what A-spec car will be earned from this endurance race. Curious to see. Funny thing is too is this song was not in the US version of Gran Turismo 2. It was in the, I believe, the European version. Beautiful. Savior and a saint. I'm not gonna lie, I could have went into this event too, even with completely stock HP, with just suspension upgrades. That's how OP suspension upgrades can make your car. That is a stark difference between the JGTC GT500 car, especially from the cars earlier that I was racing against. You might have a 100 to 200 horsepower difference, but if your car grips like a champ, that's like child's play. Grip is king. Grip in handling. Alright, this next lap, I'm going to have to change my tires. I can feel the grip losing. I really like the sound of this car. It's very soothing. Oh, my grip! I'm losing my grip! Beautiful. Alright, I'm losing a little bit of focus. We are more than halfway done. Beautiful, there we go. I'm coming to get you. The craziest thing though is like when it comes to actual setups for a race car is getting everything down, like to the suspension settings, to the gearing, to everything, even with the driver, making sure that they're in optimal shape for the event. A very, very long time ago, I actually wanted to be a racer, but it requires a lot of funding and sponsorships, and not only that, there's a very, very high risk, low reward when you start out. If you don't have the budget for it, like, you're basically screwed. Got 12 more laps to go, damn. I kind of did that on purpose. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been as light as possible as I can on the steering with this car. Despite that, it only has 230 horsepower. It's super, super, super light. I can't turn it too sharp, otherwise it will spin its tires. Eight more laps. Losing a savior and a saint. Ooh, that was a perfect corner. I'm getting a little impatient. There's 6 more laps left. And I'm losing grip. I'm just thinking about something that I sent to my friend earlier. And his reaction was just hilarious. Okay, yeah, I'm losing grip on this car. I'm definitely losing my grip. This honestly went faster than what I thought. I'm gonna have to change my tires here, because I am losing grip, and I'm losing it fast. I forgot to change my tires! Ah! I have to change them on this lap. more laps, guys. 2 more laps. We got this. And yes, I did have to change 2 laps beforehand. The car's grip was just getting really bad. See, that's the difference between having him at like the yellow-orangish and the green. It's a huge difference. Final lap. Ugh. I wonder what car we're gonna get. Beautiful. Let's see what car we get, guys. We are definitely saving, that's for sure. What car did we get from here? A Denso Sarge Supra? Honestly, that's kind of underwhelming. That's actually disappointing. I gotta remember, where did I actually get this car from? I think it was from a different championship in the original Gran Turismo 2. I didn't get it from an endurance race. Or did I even get it at all? But for a Denso Sarge Supra, that's basically a GTDC. They could have put that somewhere else. They could have put that in like a world championship or something. That's like a random prize, like with all the other Supras. Not here. But anywho, I'm gonna switch over to here for tonight. And so, with that being said, let me X out of this game real quick. So, that's where I'm calling it for tonight. I'm really, really tired too. So, tomorrow I actually might be doing a TikTok stream with somebody. And it's gonna be like social coaching, neurodivergent talk. But if you guys don't have TikTok, that's fine. So I'm gonna call it for tonight. YouTube side, have a great rest of your night, everybody. And I will see you guys next time. So have a good one.